All right, it's a nighttime video. Check it out. This is at the bench at the Little Sugar Trails. It's after work at the stage 4376. Live your dreams. You probably can't read it, but right there it says live your dreams. It doesn't say pursue your dreams, think about your dreams, or chase your dreams. It says live your dreams. All right, let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Let's try to do something pertaining to how about where you wish to be and how do you wish to be formed. You know that flashlight is very annoying. Can't see a thing. Although a spotlight comes in handy when you're on stage and there's a shit ton of people out there and you're so nervous, you feel like your knees are knocking and you feel like you're gonna throw up. And thank God that light blocks your eyes because you can't see nothing, nobody out there. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to save the world. Start now. Click. 3 minutes to save the world. All right, 3 minutes to save the world. Well, so many things that we don't have control over. One thing we do have control over is ourselves. And a person would say, well, that's bullshit because there's so many things I'd like to do, I ought to do, should do, could do, but I don't do, won't do because can't discipline myself, can't make myself do it, can't stay on track, won't stay on track. Well, that's due to a couple of things: subconscious beliefs and criteria and habits that help shape those things. See, our mind is like branches on a tree. It's like they got it. If you want it to be shaped a different way, you got to pull it a little bit by little bit by little bit, and it will eventually grow in that direction. You can't pull it too much, otherwise you break it, and you don't want to do that, and then you have to mend it, and then it grows back together. So, little bitty habits, little bitty habits, little bitty habits before we go to sleep, little bitty habits before we wake up. It's those little bitty disciplines. It's those little bitty promises we keep to ourselves, those easy things. A person would never think it in a million years, but little bitty 3-minute habits, little bitty 5-minute habits, little bitty 7-minute habits. Do those habits over and over and over and over and over and over, and you keep those little promises to yourself. A couple years up the road, 2 or 3 years up the road, next thing you know, something starts really clicking to where you start to really trust yourself. Not only do you trust yourself, you start to really love yourself. You start to really love yourself. You start to really walk with yourself. You start to really walk with yourself, and you start to really become you. And the more you trust yourself, the more at peace you are. The more at peace you are, the more things you can handle without freaking out. Because when we break those little habits or break those little promises to ourselves and we don't keep our word to ourselves, it like scars our mind. It's a little cut. It's death by 1,000 little cuts. And by not keeping our words to ourselves, we can't even trust ourselves, can't even trust the world. It's like our internal heart and mind is never at peace because it's not trusting nothing. It's always in distrust mode. Let alone most of us live in trauma and survival rules from childhood anyway. You put those two things together, it's like, man, you don't have no chance at all. You have no chance whatsoever. That's 3 minutes, son of a bitch. Anyways, it's pretty awesome doing this. It's gonna do this before work, and of course my shift had changed, and so I was running late and I was hauling ass squeeze it in. Still made it into work with 5 minutes to spare. That means I could have actually did this 3 minutes to save the world thing. But anyways, life ain't all gloom and doom. See you in the funny papers.